Hello once again, Internet every people, and welcome to Let's Play Rolling Thunder 2. Why not Rolling Thunder 1? Because that one's not on the Genesis, and it's real fucking hard, and I can't beat the arcade version or the NES version, so I decided to go with the game that I rented quite a bit growing up until I finished it and then never played it again. Until now. This is a real weird way to revisit a game, because I typically like to play the games that I enjoyed quite a bit growing up, but I recently got a new copy of this and was playing through it again and thought, hey, let's do a Let's Play of that, because it is a game where you walk and shoot people, and I'm okay at those. So let's go ahead and get into it then. The first thing we gotta do is we have to select our agents. It doesn't matter because both characters control the same, so we're going to go with Layla because Layla is clearly the better character because she is the girl. And before each stage, we kind of get this little kind of clearance-like mission rundown thing with all of this pointless information. And it's just an investigation concerning satellites, suggest arms merchant Gimdo, responsible, last reported in his Miami villa, investigate immediately. And that's what we're gonna do! So if you played a little game on the NES called Codename Viper, this will look real familiar. Because I don't think anybody needs to do research for Let's Plays. I don't know the connection between Rolling Thunder and Codename Viper. Maybe they were made by the same dev team or same people, but who the hell knows. But you just do this, shoot people, go indoors, and that's what you do. You look for secrets indoors. The secrets aren't in the arcade version. But other than that, this is a pretty solid port of the arcade version. It's got a couple of extra stages, some bosses, secret here, pop. That's an extra life. I don't know how you'd know to get that. But this is very close to the arcade version, other than adding a couple of stages and a couple of bosses that weren't in there originally. I think it could have been maybe... it looks a little simplified from the arcade version, but this is solid, top to bottom. And there you go, a big change from Rolling Thunder 1 to 2 and 3 is that you no longer take contact damage from enemies, and that is a big part of the tech to survive. Just let yourself, there you go, get bonked by enemies and knocked around. I think that even gives you iframes. And when you pick up secrets from doors or shooting certain things, you don't really know what it is unless you're watching your HUD, because it doesn't tell you. But that's stage 1 down. That one's easy peasy Japanesey. And we're going to take a look at the best password system in video games. You just make sentences from words that are on the password screen. So that's really cool. I like that a lot. So moving on to round 2, we've got some more clearance. It's from Rolling Thunder. Situation report as follows. Engaged and defeated a large number of enemies. They resemble terrorists encountered in our last confrontation with Geldra. Possible connection. So this is one of the stages that was not in the arcade game. So this is Sega Genesis exclusive here. And this is kind of like where the enemy variety starts getting pumped up a little bit. I guess I should explain a bit, but it's kind of easy to see that like each specifically colored enemy has a pattern or a routine that they follow to take you out, and that color clues you in on what they do. Waste a lot of ammo on the dogs. It clues you in on what each enemy does, how many hits it takes to kill. So you're kind of just dealing with a really simple, to use a John Thayer-ism, you're dealing with a very simple vocabulary, both in terms of what you have to do and in terms of what your player character can do and what the enemies do. These dogs are a pain in the ass. Oh, fuck off. Dog. There you go. So now we're coming up on our first boss. Man, I did not realize how fast this game played. Holy crap. Okay, so the boss is fairly easy. You can see he's got like a lock-on reticle. There you go, and you jump over it when he stops. And you jump over the shot when he stops moving. You just kind of like pound this guy into oblivion. It's not really that difficult. It'll throw you off maybe the first time you're playing because you think you've got to dodge all of these in some real fancy way, but you don't really have to. And that's stage 2 down. Easy, easy, Japanesey. You can also get a cool double KO on that boss and still finish the stage if you time it right. It happened on a practice recording. So we're moving on to round 3. A party will have to crash it. I wonder if it's bring your own bullets. Wah, wah, wah. So this is stage 2 of the arcade game, and this is where the difficulty definitely starts ramping up a bit. Yes, I'm gonna check as many fucking doors as I come by. It's a habit. Like, in the arcade, you don't have to worry because, as far as I know, there are no secrets hidden behind doors, and I don't think that there's like any health upgrades or anything. None that I could ever find. I'll just stand by that guy. But wait a minute, no. There is a secret on that statue. I've gotten it before. It's like a 1-up, I think, but maybe I'm not hitting it from the right angle or something. You shoot that statue and, like, I've gotten a 1-up from it before. Go in here, grab some bullets, and just mosey our way onto the party. Checking every door. I think so. Checking every door we can for secrets. We can get some health upgrades. We can get bullets. You can get extra time, which is sometimes needed. Just a few extra things. There's a glowy dude over there. That is like contact with the little force field that he's sending out. Obviously, will damage you. So I gotta like eke over here, or the stage will scroll up. I want to grab a secret behind this door over here that'll be worth it. And pop! Suck it. You gotta shoot him from behind. So there we get an extra hit point to continue our way upward in the stage. And go ahead and grab a machine gun while we're at it. It's one of the first stages where if you're not careful, they'll starve you for ammo. And if you have no ammo, all you can do is shoot a little pea shooter that it shoots slower than your actual pistol. And you can only fire once every like 2 seconds or something. Woo, getting locked down here. Sometimes I usually like to move through this area pretty quickly, but for the sake of the Let's Play, we're going to explore it as much as we can. And then, yeah, it's a time bonus. And just, what are you doing? Yeah. If you're speedrunning this, you can just, like, drop down all of these levels. Just not a problem, because they're really generous about when you are and aren't vulnerable. So you can be like hopping down to the next level and not get hit by bullets, which is really smart game design, I think, because it would feel real cheap to get hit otherwise. Another thing you can't do in this game, and it's a limitation that kind of makes the game more challenging, is that you can't jump and shoot at the same time. So we got 4 bits of health now. That should get us through this last onslaught of enemies. Jesus. Dropping grenades over there. But, yeah, you can't jump and shoot, so that makes things a little more tricky than you would think, because it limits what you can do in some cases. And that works well with the enemy design. And that's stage 3, and I think that's where we're going to cut it this time. That's a good third through the game, if not a little less than that. So, tune in next time and we will handle another 3 missions. That's where the game's going to start playing for really reals, so I'll catch you next time.